We're live. We're live, boys. We're on a little early because the NBA Finals come on at 8:30, and we want to try to watch the game. Got Mike, got Anto. Gonna get this thing started. Before we even get to the NBA Finals, we had two major trades on Monday. AJ Brown got traded to the Patriots for a fifth round pick in 2027, and the fifth round pick in 2027, and the first round pick in 2028. I would have thought they might have included Kevon Booty in that trade, but neither here nor there. And then Myles Garrett goes to the Rams. They say F them picks again for Javon for her Curse. No, Verse.
Jared Verse.
Jared Verse. 27 first, 28 second, and the 29 third. Which play gonna have a bigger impact? Start with Anto.
Man, the Rams are about to be the Beatles next year. You know what I mean? Like they got a Pro Bowler. Not even a Pro Bowl. They got a high caliber player at almost every position of their team. They got the MVP at quarterback, their running backs, both of them are solid. Puka, the O line is solid. Then you got literally the best defensive lineman in football, defensive player in football. Then they got the cornerback from the Chiefs they got this year. The Rams, man, they looking good. But also AJ Brown going to the Patriots. If you get good AJ Brown, it's gonna help them out because the Patriots will receive away from making a Super Bowl themselves. So, but you just can't 23 sacks, the baddest man on the football field. The Rams are looking great, man. I mean, they 15-2 next year, easy.
It's the Rams for that. I think
reclaim my time.
The Rams got the best of that deal with Myles Garrett. I mean, how can you go wrong with
I think you muted, Mike.
No, I ain't muted.
Oh, I can't hear. Okay, go ahead.
The Rams one that, like, how can you go wrong with getting the best defensive player in football and arguably one of the top defensive ends of all time? They putting all the eggs in the hat right now, trying to win for Matthew Stafford. So, and I don't have 100% faith in the New England Patriots with Drake May at quarterback. So, with that being said, I think the Rams, AJ Brown gonna be a big addition, but I think the Rams definitely won that one.
Cleveland Browns won this trade. Once again, they have two first round picks again, so they could double up their chances.
How the Browns win it and they lost their best player?
You get younger and you get cheaper. We don't know Matt Stafford gonna be healthy this year.
We said that last year in preseason when he was getting these epidurals for his back and Matt Stafford, didn't he win the MVP?
Yeah, he won MVP.
Yeah, we said at the beginning of the preseason last year.
Remember the year after they won the Super Bowl, Matt Stafford missed about a good 6-7 games. So we'll see, but I'm just looking at. I think this is Matt Stafford and Sean McVay's last go round this year. They went to Super Bowl. I want to go to the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles are done. You got an extra first round pick in 2028.
Picking up my prescription.
So Max Crosby to the Eagles for Jordan Davis as a pick.
No in the world I'm getting up Jordan Davis.
No, Jordan Davis is gonna be there, man. You can't trade Jordan Davis with Max Crosby. You don't have 6'6", 320 moving like that. That boy is an alien.
There's no way in the world I'm getting up Jalen Carter or Jordan Davis.
Can't get rid of them.
I get rid of everybody on my defense but them two.
Yep.
The question for me with the Eagles now, what that receiving core looking like?
They're 6 foot and under. That's what they were looking like.
So it's Wi-Fi that actually works.
6 foot and under. You got
Devontae Smith and who else they got?
Makai Lemon.
They drafted somebody, didn't they?
Makai Lemon, Dontavius Wicks. You sign Elijah Moore and you sign Hollywood Brown.
Oh, they all right.
Yeah, they fine.
I wouldn't be surprised. The Rams, I don't think they're gonna move off of they're not gonna move off of Devontae Adams, but I wouldn't be surprised if Devontae Adams get moved off of though. Fred Johnson, friend of the show, said Niners are going after Max Crosby. I think the Eagles have a little bit more capital to give away to get him. But that's what I think. Uh, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl this year, Les Snead's not gonna lose. He's not gonna lose his job, right?
Can't I say something, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Also, they talking about Aaron Donald might come back.
If he could, that's 17-0 right now. I think that's 17-0.
Yeah.
That's 17-0. 17-0.
And
If
the
he,
Super Bowl is in LA this year, I think.
yep, it's in SoFi and SoFi. Um, I don't see no other moves happening aside Max Crosby, maybe a receiver, but I don't see another move at this moment off the top I can think of right now, unless Lamar Jackson get traded. Other than that, I don't see nothing. This Max Crosby might be the one move that's left. Maybe Drake London just signed an extension. He's not going anywhere. Don't know why you give him an extension. He's too injury prone. Yeah, I don't see no other move right now. Not the move. I don't see the move. Uh, you guys surprised Kansas City didn't try to go after AJ Brown?
I don't programs like the Chiefs, and I'm gonna call them a program, teams like the Chiefs or whatever, they just never go for those guys like that, Harlem. They don't shoot for those guys. I think right now we're in the month of June. A lot of teams are.
Anatole, you muted. I can't hear you.
I'm muted. You can't hear me?
I give you fine.
I hear you.
You hear me? Okay.
No, Anatole, we can't hear him.
Yeah, can y'all hear me? Everybody but Mike? Okay. So
I
the
can't hear you.
Chiefs never been the type of team to go get players like that. Just been one of those things. The Chiefs need a receiver, but they also feel like, Patrick Holmes could throw it to himself, I guess.
I'm gonna get Ryan in on this. We're talking about the trades with the Browns and the Eagles and Rams and Patriots. Who won that trade with Miles Garrett or AJ Brown?
Well, I mean, when you think about it, that Miles Garrett trade was huge on a couple of different levels. It looks like LA is pushing all their chips in like they did before when they got Stafford to go out and try to win the Super Bowl. They're going to try to do it on the defensive end. They paid Stafford. Now they're going to take on this contract, which I think is still 120 million left over the next 3 years. So, I mean, why not? Why not? AJ Brown, I be honest with you, I could care less. I could care less. Anybody that's a malcontent like that, they gonna come off looking like they pouting and then get what they wanted in the previous season. Now they get a chance to go ruin somebody else's thing. And you talking about a team that just made the Super Bowl, so you know, I don't know how that's gonna go over. You're a veteran and you're going into a kind of a young locker room.
Why this thing
I don't
keep
know how
on
that's
muted?
I don't
Do
know
y'all
how
hear
that's
me?
gonna be float. I don't know how that's gonna float. Don't know how that's gonna float.
Can y'all hear me? I can't hear Ryan.
Go out and come back in.
Matthew Stafford's base salary for the next 2 years is $16 million. cap number is at 48 for 25 and 26. Past year 25, 26. Then next year 33. Basically, a lot of that gonna be a converted signing
I can't
bonus.
hear.
He's getting so. For the Patriots side, we'll go to Hold on, there you go. Okay, all right. Well, that's enough NFL talk. NBA Finals. Spurs and the Knicks. Everybody going.
That's gonna be a good series. That's gonna be a good series. Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Start with Mike on this one. What's the keys to the series for the Knicks to win? And what keys for the Spurs to win?
Keys to the Knicks is somebody other than Brunson. Like, they starting group got one of the best starting groups in basketball. Hart, Anunoby, Bridges, Cat. They're going to have to get 20, 25 a night. That's going to be the key. Mitchell Robinson's help. He's their tallest player. He may be able to kind of immobilize Wemby. So somebody besides Brunson need to step up and get 20 to 25 a night for them. And they got different guys that can do it. For the Spurs, don't worry about your youth. Just go out there and play. It's your first time being here. You're a young group. You got a legitimate chance, not just to win this championship, y'all. Them boys got a legitimate chance to start a dynasty with this group. And I think they got, like, seriously, 7 dudes. With Dylan Harper coming off the bench, they got Keldon Johnson, who was the 6th man of the year. Like, they got 7 dudes that can get buckets. Play through them, man. Then you got veterans like Harrison Barnes. You got Luke Cornett. Like, they are 10 deep, legitimately. But let Wemby do his thing. Let Wemby do his thing. Keep him out of foul trouble. And I think it could be definitely a 7-game series. And it's definitely the series that the media wanted. You got the new star, the new face of the NBA, and you got the world's biggest market in New York. This is what they wanted. Monday night in New York, game 3, man, New York gonna be jumping. New York gonna start jumping. Let's see, they play Wednesday, Friday. Saturday, New York gonna be jumping, getting ready for Monday night.
Ryan DeAnderson, excuse me.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go with New York on this one. New York, they've been working on the championship in New York since doggone Phil Jackson and Walt Frazier never won a championship. Big Bill Bradley. So I'm going with New York in 6. I think it was you last week, Fabe, said if you don't stop them now, if you don't stop this youth now, then they gonna win. If they don't win it this time in San Antonio, if they don't win it this time, the next 2-3 years are gonna be tough to beat. I think that San Antonio, as deep as they are, their youth is gonna show. And Cat and Bronson and Miles, I think they're gonna have, this is what they've been waiting on. This is what a lot of them cats, they done made moves here, moves there, then came together, and this is what they've been waiting on. So yeah, give me the good old Knickerbockers in 6.
Bring Anatole in.
Yeah, I like the Knicks in 6 as well. And like Mike said, game 3 in New York, that two's gonna be $1 million. I mean, it's gonna be crazy in there. Seinfeld gonna be there, Spike Lee gonna be there looking like a fan. It's gonna be crazy. I mean, the Spurs, they are deep, they are loaded. I mean, they are, like Mike said, they are 9-10 deep. I mean, Harper, he impresses me every game. Castles, I mean, those guys have some players. Number 11, what's his name? Johnson. That's his name, right, Mike? Johnson, I believe his name.
Keldon Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, I like his game. I mean, they have drafted well. They have done a good job building that team through the draft. Then you got Darren Fox and my man Luke and Harrison Barnes. They have a great team, but I just think for the vibes, I think the NBA, I said this a month ago, the NBA is better if the Knicks are good. And the Knicks are good. And if they can get something out of OG and the other guard that went to Villanova with the mid range jumper, say his name, Mike, for me. I'm getting old.
Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. They get somebody Mikal Bridges, I think they'll be all right. So yeah, I like Knicks and 6.
I think they're gonna put Anunoby on Wemby. I know that sounds crazy, but I think they're gonna put him on Wemby, and I think Wemby gonna guard somebody other than Cat. I'll probably say Wemby gonna guard Josh Hart. That's my bet.
And I agree. I just want to see, and not cutting about, I just want to see how women does against Mitchell Robinson. Because Mitchell Robinson is physical, and y'all know women he don't want none of that down there. And I think that's gonna help them out a lot. Cause I watch Wemby. Women frustrates me. I watch women get held by Kurosawa for a while. That can't happen. I mean, you got to get stronger, man. You got to maybe you need to go to Rome this summer and work out with Michael Andre, maybe, and that'll help him out. But right now, he got to do something, boy, cause you can't let no 6'4" guard bully you. So I think the Knicks got enough bullies to beat the slow down Wemby.
You said Kurosawa. You meant
not Kurosawa. Wasn't the Alex
Caruso.
Hey man, look here, man. I got 3 year old.
When you said Kurosawa, I said, "What drink we make?"
Yeah, you caught me off guard with that one. I
Caruso. I got 3 year old guys. Y'all give me a little grace. Just give me a little grace.
The key to this series is gonna be Mike Brown versus Mitch Johnson. That's the key to the series. Mike Brown has been to the finals as a head coach, assistant coach. He has way much more playoff experience than Mitch Johnson. Even though Mitch Johnson's getting a crash course this year, and he has probably the third greatest coach, has access to the third greatest coach in NBA history, maybe the fourth. Where are you going to rank pop top 5? What adjustments can be made each quarter, each game? What can be done? I'm looking at the Spurs lineup at their guards. Just their guards. Jalen Brunson is 6'1". The shortest guard on the Spurs roster don't even play. Jordan McLaughlin at 6 foot. Devin Vassell, 6'5". Dylan Harper, 6'5". De'Aaron Fox, 6'3". Stephon Castle, 6'6". Those 4 guys are going to be guarding Brunson. He's going to get different looks every time. Nah,
hey man, that ain't no different phase than the other dudes that he done played in the playoffs so far. Every guard that he goes against is bigger than him.
And the problem with that is, though, this is the best defensive team that they faced all year.
Well, Brunson's still gonna get in. You better believe that.
They're going 7. This series is going 7. I think Spurs gonna take it to 7. If they don't do it, take it to 7, it'll be Knicks and 5. But I think the Spurs. Mitch Robinson, 15 minutes. If I'm the Spurs, I'm starting to sound like Kendrick Perkins. Steve, if I'm the Spurs, Stephen A. The Spurs. If I'm the Spurs, I'll be hacking Robinson every chance I get. I'll bring in Mason Plumlee just to foul the hell out of him to put him on that free throw line. I'll be swiping right down to that right hand every time. See how much he can take. Am I wrong for that? Or they do that in the league?
Mm-hmm.
I'll put his ass on that free throw line much as I can and see how long he can handle it. He punched somebody at his house. That's why he got it. That's why he broke his hand. They won't say how he broke his hand. He punched somebody at his house.
Hey, I know we got to move on, but have y'all heard the ridiculous story about this AJ Brown and Hassan Reddick? And have y'all heard this story? Ryan, have you heard this story?
Mm-mm.
So this is allegedly. They say they were reported 2 years ago. So basically, to sum it up, Hassan Reddick married, AJ Brown married, and allegedly they were sleeping with the same side chick. Same chick. I think she was a masseuse. They were both sleeping with her, and some kind of way we're gonna get back to their wife. And Jalen Hurts knew, but Jalen Hurts told him, "Man, I'm just focusing on football." That was the problem supposedly with AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts didn't tell didn't tell AJ Brown that Hassan Reddick was sleeping with the same chick he was sleeping with. So he been upset with Jalen Hurts about that. Jalen Hurts said he don't get nobody business. He was just there for football. That's kind of what they say. A lot of stuff went with them dudes.
Hey man, Jalen Hurts are brother of Omega. We don't snitch. You know, we good wholesome men.
Jalen Hurts wasn't saying a
That ain't,
word.
that ain't, that, so what? I wouldn't have said nothing either. You the starting quarterback you a Super Bowl winning quarterback, starting quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you want to get tangled up in some mess? No, I
But
wouldn't have said nothing either.
but you got to look at how AJ Brown looking at it. AJ Brown looking at it like, if you supposed to be my boy, that's just like, and this is I'm not trying to say anybody wife doing this, but if I see any of y'all wives out doing something, I'm gonna come tell it. Now, a side chick may be kind of different,
Yeah, that's what
but
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
side chick,
So
especially if you hitting her and Hassan Reddick hitting her, what he want me to say?
he caught some feelings. That's what it was. He caught feelings. He
She for the
caught feelings for
streets.
the girl. That's all it was. He caught feelings for the girl, and now he feeling some kind of way, and that's the bottom line. He wanted to know why. If it's a side chick, why?
I just had to mention that real quick. But go ahead, Fabian.
Deshaun Hunter, friend of the show, said, so Atwater, you're saying AJ tender.
Yeah, he tender D. Tender love. Tender love. Yeah, he tender D.
Or tenderism.
And another thing, I meant to take a shot at Anatole earlier this week. No, Chet Holmgren is not going to be traded, bro. No. You just won the championship last year. No. Trade him for what?
You know,
Remember,
I've been trying to trade LeBron all year, Mike. So I'm just talking, man. I ain't mean it for real.
They can't trade for Giannis because they're in the second apron right now.
ain't no way in the world I'd do that. That dude made 30 team all NBA. I wouldn't do that. You lost your game. Your second best player didn't play now. Another all-star and Jalen Williams didn't play. So I don't know what kind of moves I'll make. I may upgrade some of my, God, man, OKC so deep though. Good gracious.
One
Yeah, I
day
don't
up
know
2-1
what.
and 3-2. One day up 3-1, 3-2 and 2-1 in the series without Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams didn't play no more after game
2.
4,
And they brought
5, or
back
something
game
like that.
6 for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I wouldn't make no trade.
You can't. You got to team options for Lou Dort and Hartenstein. You're gonna have to opt into team options or let them expire, or you trade them, or you bring them back. They want to go back for a third of what they made because Hartenstein has 28 million, Lou Dort has 18. The way they perform, you cannot bring them back on the same salaries. You can't. Plus, you got 12 and 17. So that if I'm the Thunder, I will attach one of them with those 2 picks and try to move up and get somebody that's going to sound controversial. I know it might not happen. AJ Acuff, or maybe possibly if you feel froggy, Caleb Wilson, because you're not going to be able to get up high enough or give up enough, even though you got 14 first round picks to get.
OKC in the lottery.
Yeah, technically they are 12. Yeah, 12 and 17.
Man, okay, so
They
probably got
got the Clippers pick. They got the Clippers pick. That's what they got. The 12.
what?
The 12
What they got?
pick.
5 first round picks in the next 3 years. Something
13
like that.
over the next 7.
Thank you.
But if I'm them, I'm trading 12, 17 Hartenstein, and maybe Isaiah Joe to move up the top 3. Get probably Acuff or Caleb Wilson. But that's neither here nor there. Am I crazy?
How you gonna get Acuff, Fave, and they loaded at guard? Caruso, you got
I'm gonna tell you
AJ
why.
Mitchell.
Look at the salaries, Mike. They got all that salary. They're in the second apron. They need to come out that second apron.
I don't know if I get a guard. I may get somebody up front, but
And why I say
Acuff,
Caleb Wilson? That's why I said Caleb Wilson.
Shit, you're gonna have to go real high to get Caleb.
That's why I said I'll give up 2 players, 4 and 3 first to get up to the top 4.
Yeah, you gotta
Right
go
now,
top 5 for that dude.
oh my bad. The salary right now for the Thunder at $250 million next year.
So like before we go to the last subject, define what you mean like first apron, second apron. Like what does that really mean?
All right, so we'll start with the second apron. Once your team hits the second apron, that's basically like a hard cap. If you make a trade, it has to match dollar for dollar. You can't aggregate salaries. Like for instance, I can't put Ryan, who making $35 million, and Anatola make $23 million together to trade for Giannis. One of them has to make $58 million like Giannis make for me to trade both of them to trade for him. Because I'm already at that threshold. The salary have to exactly match dollar for dollar. First
But you just said Ryan make 35, Anatole make 23, that's 58.
Right. Aggregate means add together. I can't put 2-3 people together in a trade that go with one person.
I got you.
The first apron, you got a little bit of maneuverability, but the second apron is like a hard cap, like an NFL. You can't cross that threshold.
So basically, second apron, I got to trade somebody that match up. We got to match up the monies. Okay.
You still got to match up the money, but it's stricter there. So, but yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 salaries that are team options for the Thunder for next year. Cason Wallace, Nikola Topic, who came off with testicular cancer this year, Thomas Sobert, Jared McCain. I think they're going to option into his salary for his last 2 years. AJ Mitchell, he got one of the cheapest salaries possible, $3 million. Kenrich Williams, $7 million. Like I said earlier, Dort and Harstein is $47 million. But all those are team options. So it means the team could opt to sign them back in, they use their trade bait, or they could just don't pick up the option and they go on off the team. So that's the option. But looking at it, 12, 16, you're looking at about almost $70 million in team options next year for the Thunder. So they got some things that they could do some things. They actually can not opt those team options in and fall under the cap and then trade for Giannis. So they be fine. But thing though too, you still can't trade for Giannis because those salaries kick in for Chet and whatchamacallit. And what's his name? Jalen Williams. J-Dub. Yeah, J-Dub. Yeah. So he went from $7 million to $42 million. Then he played 30 games this year. All right. Next one. This is an interesting topic. 25 for 25 teams that never won a championship. There's a bunch of teams on here that can get this on. Mike, take it over.
So we got the 25 best teams in sports that didn't win the championship. Now I didn't post it today. I ain't in school, so I couldn't type it up. But I'm gonna read each one of them off to you, bottom up. At number 25, the 2022 LA Dodgers. I think they won like 108 games. They lost in the National League Division Series, I think, to the Phillies. They come in at 25. And number 24, 2016 Alabama Crimson Tide. I think they lost. That's the year they lost to Clemson with Deshaun Watson, if I'm not mistaken. But the 2016 Alabama team coming at 24. At 23, 2002 Duke Blue Devils. They won a championship the year before. The next year, they brought back Jay Williams, Mike Dunleavy, Chris Duhon, and they were upset by Indiana in the Sweet 16. So 2002 Duke team come in at 23. At 22, another college basketball team. Sorry, Fade. 2010 Kentucky Wildcats with John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Eric Bledsoe, not Willie Cauley-Stein. They had another big on that squad. But the 2010 Kentucky come in at 22. 21, one of the best hockey teams all time that took an L. Boston Bruins. Now, I didn't know Anatole going to get on the show. I had some teams here at the bottom. The Manchester team and I think Liverpool from 2022-23. And we're going to talk about the World Cup before we get out of here.
You
But
just said
21 with
something then that
Boston.
Liverpool team was good now. They were good.
At 21 Boston Bruins. At 20 is the 2011 LSU team that was beat by Alabama in the national title game that year. They beat Alabama early in that season. I think they just had a bunch of field goals. I think it's scored like 9-6 or something like that.
Yeah,
So
9-6.
they come in at number 20. At number 19, this year's UConn women's team. 2025 UConn women, they were undefeated, and they were knocked off by South Carolina in the semifinal this year. 18, coming in number 18. I can't even read that no more. Hold on. Coming in number 18, the 2007 Phoenix Suns. This is a 64-65 win team. They were knocked off. I think this is that back-to-back years for not Steve Kerr, for
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash. So they come in at number 18. 2017, the Cleveland Cavaliers team that won 64 games. They were knocked off in the finals by Golden State.
Golden
I think
State. That year, both teams went 12-0 until they hit the finals, and then Golden State only lost one game. That was the game 4.
Is that the year Kyrie Irving got hurt?
No, that was 15.
All right, so that was 2017. 2016, the San Diego Chargers that went 14-2. LaDainian
07.
Tomlinson won the
06.
MVP. They had Antonio Gates, Phillip Rivers. They had a loaded squad. They come in at number 16. Number 15, sorry, Anto, the 2023 Georgia Bulldogs squad. They were 13-0 and really should have gotten the college football playoff. But that's neither here nor there. Got beat by Alabama in the SEC championship game when they went on to beat Florida State in the Orange Bowl that year. Now, another team we could have put on here, I didn't put them on here, Anatole, but the 2017 Georgia squad. They lost 2 games that year. They lost to Auburn, and they lost in that heartbreaker to Alabama in the national championship game. I think they were better than this 2023 squad, to be honest. So they come in at number 15, number 14, 2004 St. Louis Cardinals. They won 105 games, 104 games that year. They come in at 14. Number 13, the Indianapolis Colts of 2005. This is the year, and I think Ryan remember this. It's the year that Pittsburgh Steelers beat them in Indianapolis. I think this is the same year when Peyton Manning said his drunkard, liquor up, kicker missed the field goal. But the 05 Steelers, I think they won the Super Bowl.
That was the year. I think that was the shoestring tackle year.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the shoestring tackle year. If
And
it wasn't
that's
for
a year that the dude that was shoestring was a Fort Valley State Wildcat, Nick Harper. Wow. Yep. Sure was.
shoestring tackle year, yep. We won. We ended up beating.
Seattle, I think.
No, was that the Seattle year? Or was
Or was
that
it Arizona?
Seattle.
Seattle year?
That's the year Sean Alexander won the MVP.
And didn't do nothing in the Super Bowl. So Hines Ward ends up being your MVP.
Coming at number 12, the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson year, they went 14-2. He won the MVP. This was 2008, 19, 20, one of them years, 21. So the Baltimore Ravens coming in at 12. At 11, I don't know if y'all remember this squad. They were loaded. 2006 Ohio State Buckeyes. They come in at number 11. That's the year they had Ted Ginn. I think they played Florida that year. And in the BCS National Championship game, Ted Ginn returned the kickoff for a touchdown. Then Florida ran away with it. Number 10, the Detroit Pistons. It was a time period.
What year?
What year?
The Detroit Pistons, I forgot to write the year down, but I put about 5 years. Because they only won one title in 2000. That's when they beat the Lakers 4-1, like 04, 05. But the Pistons, for about 5-6 years, they won the Eastern Conference, and the Spurs kept beating them. This is the Pistons team when they had Rip, Rasheed Wallace, um, Chauncey Billups. That squad right there, they come in at number 10. Number 9, they won 107 games this year. The 2019 Astros. They come in at number 9. At number 8, staying in Houston. 2018 Houston Rockets. Fade done dogged this team out so much. This is the team that had James Harden, that had the Golden State Warriors up 3-2 in the Western Conference Final. I think that was James Harden, Chris Paul, that group right there. They come in at number 8. At number 7, sorry, Fade.
Kentucky.
2015 Kentucky Wildcats. Undefeated team, and they get beat by Wisconsin in the semifinals, which Duke ended up winning it that year.
Mike, is that the team with the twins? That the twins on that
Yeah.
team?
They had the
Okay.
Harrison twins. They had Karl Anthony Towns, Devin Booker,
James
Ty-
Young.
Enos, James Young. Like, they were loaded. They were flat out loaded. Coming in at number 6, the 2005 USC Trojans that got beat by the Texas Longhorn. And let me just say this, bro. That Texas USC game is one of the best college football games I ever seen in my life. Like, that was an unbelievable game. As far as a national championship game, that might be number 1. Next to that Georgia-Alabama game in 2017. Like, that was a classic, that, man. And USC, when I say they were loaded, man, y'all remember that roster. Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Lindell White, Mike Williams at receiver. I think Steve Smith was a receiver for them on that team, too.
Pro Palmalo on that roster also.
Yeah, they were flat out loaded. Coming in number 5, we're in the top 5, the 0-2 Sacramento Kings.
That's the Chris Webber team, wasn't it? Chris Webber, Bibby, Vlade.
Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, Bobby Jackson came off the bench.
My page.
Yeah, that was a good team. That was a good game. That was a shoot. Then they made it to the conference finals and lost in the conference finals. Then, or was it the semifinals?
Conference finals.
Okay.
Robert Orr happened.
Yeah, Vlade Divac tipped that pass out to
He should be a Hall of Famer.
Okay. What Mike doing?
Think we lost Mike.
He'll be back, but I don't know who number 4 is.
I can't hear.
I know Patriots should be number 1 though.
All right, so what was I left off at?
Number 4. You're number 4.
Kentucky Wild. No, my bad. So we're number 4. Y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
You left on number 5 with
Wait,
the
you hear
Kings
me?
that we left off. Yes, I get.
All right, number 4. The 2001. This is our cousin team, Ryan. 2001 Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners won 116 games that year and were knocked off by the Yankees in the ALCS. And they had a loaded squad, that 2016 Mariner team. Coming in at number 3, the 2001 Miami Hurricanes. Y'all remember that year?
They got beat by Ohio
That's the
State.
team that they put all them dudes in the league. They had Jeremy Shockey, Andre Johnson, I think, was on that team. I think Reggie Wayne was with them. Listen to the backfield. Frank Gore played. You had Willis McGahee. I think Clinton Portis was with them. Ken Dorsey was the quarterback. They had Philip Buchanan at corner. Was Ed Reed still on that team in 01?
I think so. Ken Wolford. What's Wilford?
I can't hear y'all.
Oh, Big Vince Wilfork. Big Vince.
Man, what's wrong with this thing, man?
Yeah, go back out, Mike.
Vilma was also on that team at linebacker. Him and DJ Williams
Mhm.
was on that team.
Look, I'm kind of interested you in this roster here for USC.
I'm gonna go out and come right back.
Go ahead. That roster for USC.
Clay Matthews, Brian Cushing.
Not
Cushing. Steve Smith. We know there's another Steve Smith on there.
Okay.
I hear y'all now. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down because they got it in by position. Where is it? Myalaga. There's a Myalaga on here also. Mark Sanchez. He was a backup. Matt Leinart.
Sanchez was a backup then?
Yeah, he's a freshman.
Sanchez was a backup to Matt Leinart?
Yeah.
He's a freshman. John David Booty before he went to LSU.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just Reggie Bush, Lindell White, Fred Davis, tight end. Steve Smith, Patrick Turner, Dwayne Jarrett,
that's what
Will Smith, jiggy with it. Pete Carroll, but Ken Norton Jr. played for the Cowboys. Steve Sarkisian, drunk. All right. You're on number 2, Mike.
Number 2, the number 2 team since 2000 hadn't won a championship. The 2016 Golden State Warriors won an NBA record 73 games, went 73-9 that year, and they were defeated by LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Some people say if Draymond don't get suspended, they win that series. They was up 3-1, and Cleveland rolled off 3 straight, and it went from there. So the 2016 Golden State Warriors. But the number 1 team,
Patriots,
the New England Patriots, that was 18-0 and were knocked off by the New York Giants in the Super Bowl. Plaxico Burress with that catch. I mean, that was one of the best Super Bowls ever played. But the 2008 New England Patriots, the number 1 team that hadn't won a championship. That's all I got to say about the list.
Honorable mention the 2016 Cowboys.
Don't do that, man.
Yeah, home field advantage. They got knocked out by the Packers in the divisional round.
You just want to have something to say about the Cowboys. That's all that is.
No, hold on. Wait, stay with me now. The 23 Baltimore Ravens that went 15-2.
I don't think this list is complete without those Falcons that were up 28-3.
Yeah, they weren't the best team in the league though.
Okay.
Fade, Mike said that team. He just didn't know the year. That Baltimore Ravens team. He said that.
He said the year 14-2. That was the 20. That was the 2019 Ravens.
Gotcha.
The 24 Ravens was the 23-24 Ravens were a better team than that, and they had home field and still made it to the championship game and they went to bed. Really, the coaching staff went.
Is that the year Kansas City beat them?
Yeah, 23-24. Yeah.
Which one of them Georgia teams, Anatole, you think should have made it or shouldn't have made it?
I think all of them should have made it. That's our region. That's our team. You brought like a lot of bad memories up with them Georgia teams, Mike. I appreciate that.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I have healed from that though, but it hurt. It hurt.
Hey, Anatole, I'm gonna tell you the God and the truth, bro. When Georgia played Alabama in 17 and they threw that touchdown, I swear I thought I was having a heart attack. My wife came downstairs and saw me on the floor. She didn't know what was going on. I literally thought I was having a heart attack that night.
Mike, I had people in my house. I used to always watch the game with people, the big games. And I went to my room. I don't know how they went home. I never watched the game again. Never seen a replay.
Hey,
I didn't watch ESPN for a week.
I don't even watch that play. Like
I had never seen it
when
once.
they show the replays or something, I don't even watch that play. They did a special on Alabama or tour or something. I don't even watch that play.
I had my remote controllers when I was my first marriage. I threw my remote controller up against the wall so hard that it shattered into a million pieces. And it was one of them Comcast remotes, so I had to pay for another.
Hey, bro, I promise y'all, I thought I was having a heart attack that night. I swear. I don't know if I could ever remember ever feeling like that, even playing sports or refereeing. I literally thought I was having a heart attack that night when Georgia lost that game. But I tell you what, we sure made it. I can tell you this, in 2021,
Sir,
when
I'm not
when
looking.
Keelan
I'm not
Ringo,
looking. I'm not
oh
looking.
man,
I'm not looking.
hey, I'm gone, man. Fade wrong,
Hold
man.
on. I got one thing to say, Mike. Turn it off, Fade. Please, sir. Please, sir.
Hey, why would you do that, man? You see,
Sir, can I say something, sir, before the game starts, sir?
Anatole, we'll talk
I got
World
one.
Cup next week, man. We'll talk soccer next week, man.
Okay, man. I had something to say, man, but
Go
Fade
ahead, man, because the dude just messed it up. Go ahead.
I gotta buy another remote control.
Listen, y'all. I know y'all ain't with the soccer like
Oh,
I
I am.
am.
World Cup, Anatole. I'm watching World Cup.
And this is gonna be real quick. 'Cause the game about to start. The World Cup starts next week. They're gonna play games in Atlanta. But this all I leave it with this. It's gonna be the last time that Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar play a World Cup. And those names the average fans know. So
Anatole, we'll talk next week. Please come
we'll
on the
talk
show
next
next
week.
week so we'll
I
talk
will.
World Cup.
We will. All right, I'm sorry, Michael.
No, it ain't you, man. You know who it is.
I'm sorry, Michael.
You know
I
who
was
it
being
is.
serious too. Cause we all know Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar in the black community. So I'm gonna leave it alone though.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question, Anatole. How do they
Mhm.
go? How are they going with 48 teams? How are they going to get to 32 for the knockout round?
You gotta
They
You
have the
got
best
12
record.
pools.
Best record in the group play, isn't that right? Best records in the group play.
well,
Yeah,
the best two
they're
play,
breaking
but
in
also
points.
there'll be a third team from each group and make it two. For not
No,
each group, for not each group, but it'll be a third team from some of the groups.
so basically they're going to take the top 2 teams from each pool, and
Hmm.
then the 8 next best teams.
There you go.
Hey, I got to go. Anatole. I'm not
We
going to
trying to
keep
be
going.
serious. We trying to be serious, Mike. At this point, this is bullying.
Yeah, I'm not going to keep going through this, Anatole. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's a show. We'll holler at you.